We've reached our destination.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Have you guys checked your equip? Been lately?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up. You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadime?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadime.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadime for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadime's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadime wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Renna really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Xian said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Choice. Engaging! Double demon fire! Rain flash! Blew away!
Lightning
Rain dot!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Bring him down!
Shield and Earth Seal! Here's the
Rain
roar!
flash!
Thunder
Double demon fang!
We've been snaring. Yeah, and totally to me.
Double demon!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Do my best!
Anything in armor is all mine.
You'll have no mercy!
I see one, eh?
This one's mine!
Sleep now!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
Let them mark! This one's mine! Now! Laser spear! Here's the astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Got it!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Double demon fang!
Time to shine!
Burn in hell! Here I come!
If these weapons are rings around us, going in! Confiscated!
Take this!
Look sharp!
Take this.
Take this! Now! Tiger Blade!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Look sharp!
Take this.
Guidance!
Double demon fang!
Lunar blast!
Thrust!
Nicely done.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
What I got!
My deal?
Tiger Blade!
You'll pay for what you did!
Now this burns! We're not finished!
Here! Make it way!
You got it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Take it! Go! And again!
The enemy here wants to.
We'll soon see about that! Will this help? Now!
One more!
Frozen!
Hammer!
I'll heal you all!
Going down!
Super healing circle!
Appreciate the help! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Seriously? Is this a joke?
Demon Fang! Confiscated!
Take this!
Take
down their defenses!
There's a shock!
Water! Here
We're not finished!
Far enough!
Anything in armor is all mine! This one's mine! This will be ours! More for the stockpile!
Everyone's still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
No choice! Got you now! Raining slap!
Thunderblade!
It's over! Raining slap!
One for the ranged attack!
The rebel! Stop them! Raining slap! Blow away! Raining
Weak
slap!
astral energy! More where that came from! Lunar promotion!
Blow away!
Here's the water!
Double demon fang!
Switch
Burn it up! You won't make a fool of me!
Wind
You're
astral
finished!
energy! More where that came
Blow
from!
away!
Lunar corruption!
Raining
Now!
slap!
Gemini Ultra! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like we got them all.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
We seem to have come across something a little...
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Raging
This one's mine!
Done!
in here!
Armor won't save you!
I'll be saving
I can read your moves like a book!
Not on my watch! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'm ready!
Take this!
More
This
of
one's
that
all mine! Double demon fang!
This one's mine!
We're not finished! Double demon fang!
Mine!
Blow away!
Tiger Blade!
Raining slap!
I'll be
Far enough!
Take this!
Here, it's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! With this, I can become even stronger!
Hey,
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Double demon fang! Burn!
This one's mine!
You're mine! Double demon fang!
Make it ready!
You're finished!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
An astral voice?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! I owe you one. You're mine!
Do it!
Demon Fang!
Lion power!
You're mine!
Make it rain!
Tiger Blade!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
That enemy looks strong.
I've got a really bad feeling about this! Confiscated!
Good shot! I owe you one for that.
Now!
So much for talking it out. You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
You're mine!
By the shot. Where are you going?
Chinese supernova!
Not today!
Tiger Blade! Here, let's go! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here I come! It's over!
Going in!
Here's a knife!
Throw away!
Take this!
I'll heal you
Take this!
all!
Double Demon Fang!
Here, let me help! Tiger Blade!
Air throw!
This one is mine!
Lightning orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Water!
Double Demon Fang!
Discharge!
Here's a
Rain
hero!
Blast!
Damn
I
it!
owe you one.
Lightning condemn!
I'm not done!
Anything in armor is all mine! Piercing roar!
Here's evil!
Try harder!
Ready!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Try harder!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
My turn!
This one's
Throw
mine!
away!
Corruption!
Now or never!
Ready! Armor won't save you!
Lightning!
Ignite!
That's better!
Take this!
On guard! Take this!
I'll bring you back from death.
Primed and ready! Time to shine!
Throw away!
Where are you going?
Take this!
Look sharp!
I'll heal you all!
Tiger Blade!
No further!
Lion tail!
Over?
No! Don't leave me all alone here! Is there no way out?
I'll bring you back from death. Arch field! Not in your dreams! Light and blazing corruption!
Take this!
What is weak? Air
Now take
throw!
this!
I'll show you just how strong my hearts really are!
Double Demon Fang!
Make it right!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
This'll make us even more formidable.
That equipment should come in handy.
It's no ordinary enemy I see.
I have a bad feeling about this.
No escape!
This one's mine!
I owe you one.
Switch to offense!
Lightning Blast! I'll smash you! Double Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
Throw away!
I'll be saving this one.
Prepare to be sealed!
I'll be here evil.
Double Demon
Ready to
Fang!
go.
Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I'm on a
Throw
roll.
away!
Let them march.
You're mine!
Here's my call.
Double Demon Fang!
Blood. I'll go. Flame of fury. Burning. Here goes.
Throw away!
Here's the evil.
Piercing
More
roar!
where that came from. Freeze blade. Raging
On guard!
cascade.
Take this!
Throw away!
Tiger Blade! Do it!
Seal.
Here I come!
More for the stockpile.
Any injuries?
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. this is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
That's far enough!
Like deals? Burn! We're not finished!
I'll have to take my revenge on you!
Cover now! Raining slot!
Like you think just sit still!
Singh, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Tiger Blade! You're finished!
Denied!
Take this!
Sleep now!
You're finished!
I'll be saving this one!
We did it!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
You're finished!
Anything normal is all in!
It's coming to the station!
Tiger Blade!
You're finished! You've had a long life!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Will this help? Lion Power!
Here I come!
Round and power!
Healing circle!
Blow away!
Raging star!
Raining slot!
Haven!
Rock Smash!
Raging supernova!
Double Demon Fang! Raining
Tiger
slot!
Blade!
Into the shadows!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
Carve through armor!
Tiger Blade!
Do it! Thunder Blade!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
What could this be? Let's dispose of the trash.
Engaging!
Lunar corruption!
Blow away!
This one's not my watch!
This one's all mine!
You think that
shield
will save you?
For my lord! We're not finished! You're finished! Raining slot! Ignite! One more! Tiger Blade!
Discharge!
Do it!
Look sharp! Don't get complacent.
I won't show you any mercy!
I'm not done! My turn! Take it out! Double demon fang! I'll smash you!
Annihilation!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Devastation!
Wind astral energy!
Double demon fang!
Reload! Now! Arch field!
Lightning slash!
Perfect shot!
Seems about right to me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I see what it is!
Raging Star! Going in!
Here I come!
Seal!
Going in! It's all too strong! It'll split it open!
Be my guest!
Double demon fang! Lightning! Come on!
Easy and smelling to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me! Double demon fang!
Onward and upward.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
My shield? Eat this! I'm going in! The rebels! Stop them! We're not ready!
Make it way!
Thanks.
I
never fit.
It's over!
Not in your dreams.
Double demon fang!
Make it rain!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Lightning condensed.
Get out of it!
Gemini Aqua. Annihilation.
This one is mine.
Attack time. Burning strike. Water. Hear my call.
You picked the wrong fight! You won't make a fool of me!
Lightning condensed.
You're finished! Double demon fang!
Lion Howl! Piercing roar!
Crush!
This one's mine!
Raging Star.
Tiger Blade!
In here.
Double demon fang!
More for the stockpile.
Lightning slash!
Glacial
Blow
Spear!
away!
Pierce evil!
Eternal devastation!
Freeze land. Gale force. More
Double demon fang!
Lightning condensed. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright mood.
Lost!
Require a hand.
Now you'll learn!
This one's mine!
Here I go! They really don't give up, do they?
My shield!
Far enough!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you truly!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I can feel my power growing! No choice!
Bring him down! Double demon fang! Ignition!
Time to shine!
A comfortable win.
it! Impact block!
Lightning! Dark steel!
How about water?
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that! Here's evil! Raging machine!
Clear escape! Blow away! Eternal devastation!
Florida!
It's
Where
on!
are you going?
It's over! Eat this! Why you?
Here's a healing art! Take this! Tiger blade!
Well, there you go! I'll be saving you!
It's on your knees!
better.
Not on my watch! Annihilation!
It's over!
Piercing roar!
You picked the wrong fight!
Switch time!
Here I come! Raining flash!
Lightning meteor!
Blow away!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Thunder peal!
Piercing roar!
Eternal roar!
Lightning waterfall!
You'll escape!
Freeze lancer!
Take this!
Lightning roar!
I'm not done!
To the wind! Air thrust! Hear my call! Magic
Their archers are up. Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Steel!
Hook shot!
Try harder!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Try harder!
Hear my call!
Shattering?
Pretty well. I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Shield and Shake! Denied!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Piercing roar!
Lightning! Downfall! I'll fix you up! Recover!
Critical!
Just what the doctor ordered! This one's mine!
Tiger Blood! I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
And miss all the fun. No wish.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Will this help? The power
Can't
of
this
light!
world! Hope this
I got
works!
you!
Do it!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
That'll teach us for getting cocky. She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
What could this be?
Get lost! That's better.
Thanks, Shion.
Here's the door!
I owe you one for that.
Right here! Make it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here I come! Switch it up! Now! Mega ray!
Looks like we won.
That's far enough! To me!
Support!
The enemy will come too.
You'll soon see about that! This one's mine! Now, Mega Ray! Look out! This one's mine! More annihilation!
Won't save you!
Flame of Fury!
Going in! Denied!
Mega Ray!
Next shot!
Freeze Lancer! I'm ready for the next battle!
This'll make us even more formidable.
No choice! Take this!
Going in!
Ignite!
Lion Power! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt! Can't they
In a bind? Aim for the weak spot.
Here's a ray!
Dragon Swarm! An astral
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Astral energy!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's evil!
Going in!
Eternal devastation!
Target! It's weakened!
This ends now!
I can carve through armor!
Tiger
Not
Blade!
in your dreams! Flame of Fury! Photon charge from you get
Ignite!
Freeze Lancer!
It's over!
Sleep now! I'll be standing down!
Glacial Spear!
Dragon Swarm!
More for the star! Freeze Lancer! Seal!
Eternal devastation! Take this! Eternal devastation!
No further!
Thank you!
Crush!
Thank
Blow
you!
away!
Dance
Raining
in the
slap!
wind!
You're
Now!
mine!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! We can really make weapons with this?
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.